Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hold up. Did I say that right? Guys, I've been practicing. Let me know if I said it right. If not, I'll put the transliteration on there so I can learn it. But we've been practicing. Anyways, so today I am super excited to be making this video for you guys. And honestly, I'm making this video because a lot of people, like in my Converse story and everything, they always tell me like, well, what were those questions that you had, you know, when you were a Christian, that made you come to Islam? So we're gonna talk about it today. We are gonna go over a portion of the questions that I had, because there were a lot of questions. So we're gonna go over a portion of them. And please, if you know the answer, comment them down below. I would love to know. Like, I would love to know your answers. And if you have questions, also comment those below, because we're gonna add that to, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe we'll do a part 2, because there is a lot of questions, okay? So I did write them down because I didn't want to forget, you know, ADHD and all. Anyways, let's get started. All right, guys, so first question. If the biblical God is all-knowing, why did he ask Adam where he was and if he had eaten from the fruit? Didn't he already, like, know this? And I know a lot of people will say, well, you know, he was testing him. He was testing to see if he would lie, or he was testing him for all these reasons. But didn't God already know how Adam would respond? Isn't he all-knowing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if he asked him something, like, okay, but he knows what the response is gonna be. He knows what Adam's gonna say. So, what was the point of that? Question number 2. If God is all-knowing, why does he regret creating mankind in Genesis 6:6? Why does he regret creating mankind if he already knew what mankind would do? Mind, like, he's all-knowing. He knows everything that's gonna happen. So why did he regret making mankind? If you know what I mean? Question number 3. Who committed the first sin? Like, was it Adam or was it Satan? Like, really think about that one. Like, think about it. All right, question number 4. Why did God create humans knowing that they would sin, which would later require him to kill himself to save humanity from himself? Anybody? Question number 5. If God is all just, then why are we paying for Adam and Eve's sin? Because, okay, let me put like a scenario for you guys. So let's say your dad decides to rob a bank. Do you think that you should go to jail for what your dad did? Even a better question, do you think that somebody else's son should go to jail for what your dad did? The math ain't mathin', you know? So question number 5 brings me to question number 6, which is, what happens with newborns? Like, are newborns born innocent, or have they already committed sin by being born because of the original sin? Or the biblical original sin, you know? How does that work? And I feel like that one, that's the one that hit me after I had my son and after my son passed, because, like, he was a baby. He didn't get to experience anything in this life. I mean, aside from, like, mango, because my dad, being my dad, took a little mango seed and, like, passed it through his mouth. Anyways. So, like, have they committed sin even though they haven't done anything that's sinful? Like, they can't even talk, they can't walk, they can't do any of that. So where does that fall? I feel like that's a gray area when it comes to Christianity. So y'all let me know what y'all beliefs are on that. Question number 7. How did Moses write about his own death in Deuteronomy? Like, wasn't he, already dead? Okay. Number 8. Why is it that the only way that our sins could be forgiven is by Jesus dying on the cross? Like, I feel like that's kind of like an insult to God. Like, that's like saying, like, he can't just forgive us. And then another question that would go, which would be question number 9, but that would go with question number 8, is if you believe that Jesus died on the cross, right? Let's say that, okay, I'll put it this way. You believe that Jesus died on the cross, and then after you believe, because I would understand, like, if it was you committed a sin and then you repented and, you believe that Jesus died on the cross, that's a little bit more understandable. But let's say you believe that Jesus died on the cross, right? And then you go and commit like a mass, death upon a bunch of people tonight. I want YouTube to like be like, she's saying things she couldn't. But anyways, so let's say that happens, right? Like, then what? Like, is all that just forgiven because he believes that Jesus died on the cross? Like, are there no consequences? And then question 9 also brings me to question 10, because if Jesus is God and Jesus will be our advocate on Judgment Day to God, but Jesus is God already and he died for our sins, so why is there even a Judgment Day? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he already died for us. He's gonna somehow also advocate for us to God, which is also himself. Huh? Question number 11. Why didn't God just destroy evil? Like, you knew everything that was gonna happen. You knew that if evil was here, then you would have to have a son who would also have to be murdered in order for evil to be gone. But even after your son died on the cross, evil is still here. I'm confused. Question number 12. How was God even tempted by Satan? Like, how is that even possible? Like, God created Satan, and if you knew that he was gonna do all of this because he's all knowing, then I don't get it. It just doesn't fit. No in the end though. Okay, question number 14. When Abraham was about to sacrifice his son, why did God wait till like the last minute to stop? When he was like, and then the angel like, no, stop, Why stop? Why even let him go through all of that? Like, and like, I could understand somebody saying, well, he has free will, he could do whatever, but God is all knowing. God knows what you're gonna decide. And I don't want to make this video too long, so we're just going to leave it at 14. Question 14. What happens to all of the people that came before Jesus? Like, the people that didn't even see Jesus die on the... Like, what about them? What happens to them? So, personally, I found all the answers to these questions in the Quran. So I truly encourage you to read the Quran. Like, even if you just want to read it for, I don't know, for knowledge or just to I don't know, answer a question that you may have. Read it. You never know what you're gonna find. And I can't stress this enough. Even if it's just you're reading a book. I mean, when you want to know something scientific, what do? You go and read a book that's about the subject that you want to find out about, right? When you have a question about like a math problem, or when you want to learn how to do a certain math problem, you go to a math book and you learn how to do it from that math book. You trust that that math book has the right answer, that it's teaching you the correct thing. So you know what, just read it as if you're, I don't know, trying to gain some knowledge. Because like I said, you never know what you're gonna find. Read, read, read the Quran. All right guys, so this was just a couple of questions that I had when I was Christian that I kept asking myself. I asked a couple of pastors, and really the answer that I would always get is you gotta have faith and you'll ask him when you see him. Okay. But I do have a lot more questions, which if you guys want, I could do a part 2 to this. But make sure that you guys comment any other questions that you guys had. And I know, like in my conversion video or my convert story video, a lot of people were telling me like, you know, like, come talk to me. I'll answer all of your questions. So please answer them down below in the comments, because I'm not the only one that has these questions. There are tons of people who have these questions. So please comment those questions down below. Okay? We want to know your answer. We want to know also where you're getting the information from. So, you know, make sure to also put that in there. Make sure that you guys like this video. Make sure to comment what other content you guys want to see. Make sure that you guys share this video, because like I said, I know tons of people have not only these questions, but they have other questions as well. So please share this video. Also, make sure to subscribe. And if you guys want to join Rosie's Corners Insiders, make sure to hit that join button down below, and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.